Hello, and welcome to Humankind Open Dev. My name is Jeff Spock. I'm the narrative director of the studio, and I'd like to welcome you on our journey of co-creation and co-design with the community. Amplitude has been doing this for about 10 years, but with Humankind, we wanted to do something a little new and a little different. So we're going to start Open Dev with a series of 3 time-limited scenarios that you'll be able to play over the next few weeks. Now, obviously, Humankind is a much bigger game. These scenarios are specific to Open Dev and are tailored to show and get feedback on just a very limited set of features and mechanics that will be part of the final game. After you've played the scenario, we'll ask you for responses to a series of questions that the game designers put together so you can help us make Humankind the very best historical strategy game. We're looking forward to hearing from you. We hope you enjoy playing the game. Together, let's see how far we can push Humankind.
Hello everyone and welcome to Humankind. Hope you guys enjoyed that opening video. I never thought I'd be playing this on the channel so soon, but yet here we are. I've gotten accepted and a rare opportunity to check out the pre-alpha version of Humankind. Now, as you might have saw in that beginning video, we're not going to be playing the full game, but Amplitude has allowed people taking part in the open dev to be able to play set scenarios and test out certain mechanics and things that the game has to offer or will have to offer during its release sometime in 2021. So it's a very early look. Now you can see we've got some of these scenarios here in front of us. The first one and the most highlighted one being the Towers of Babylon, but there's 4 other ones over here. None of these ones are unlocked currently, but I'm hoping over the course of the next few weeks, we're going to get an opportunity to be able to check out some of these other scenarios and see what they entail and see what kind of mechanics Amplitude is trying to incorporate into the game of Humankind. And we're going to play the Towers of Babylon. I'm actually going to play this with you guys. I have not played it at all, so it's going to be just as new to me as it may be to some of you. So for the Towers of Babylon, it says discovery, small steps, growth, standing at the center of civilization. Babylon is, was, and always will be one of the greatest cities the world has ever seen. It's your turn to write a chapter in its glorious history. How will you be remembered? And it gives us a little bit of a completion time estimation of 45 minutes. We're going to play it right through here. Start the scenario, the Towers of Babylon. Already, I gotta say, the game looks magnificent, just what I'm seeing around the side here. The UI looking really good. I am definitely seeing Amplitude's touch here in terms of the artwork. If you're familiar with any of Amplitude's games, you know, Endless Legend or something like that, you'll probably notice just how similar this is in terms of the UI art and everything, the artistics of it all, compared to those games. I'm going to say that it's probably going to play somewhat similar to those games as well. So Towers of Babylon, let me tell you the story of this glorious city, how it began, how it expanded, how it thrived. Long ago, Babylon was little more than a dusty square and a smattering of market stalls, but its people had big dreams. Grow Babylon, explore its environs, and settle new lands. That's a new word for me. Expand and fortify the city. The fate of Babylon is in your hands. So objective, raise a great city of many souls, protected by many armies, and whose influence stretches into new lands. Understood. All right. Wow. Does the game look good or what? Zoom right in here. Look at the just little settlements around Babylon. I love the way it's built onto this plateau here. I love the little farmland and everything. We've got our units. Boy, definitely very Civ-like. But, you know, I mean, it's got that Endless Legend kind of artistic just vibe to it. But it feels so much bigger for some reason. I don't know. It's special. I'm definitely liking it. I love the way it looks. Now let's see if I love the way it plays. So what do we got here? We've got a unit, a regiment of scouts. So just 2 scouts actually in the army composition. Scouts are lightly armed troops asked to find enemy positions and engage in light skirmishes. Okay, we've actually got Babylon itself. Looks like it's producing a couple of various things here. I recognize all of these from Amplitude's other games. You've got food growth, industry, money. You've got your science, obviously your stability. We can see it's currently under control. We've got a couple things here we could build. Some pretty cool looking units. Or scouts, of course. We've got tanning racks, millstone, farmer's quarters, astronomy house. So a couple of things here. All right. And I see is the game. The game ends in 29 turns. So reach the objectives of the scenario. So currently not active on this city is a scientist. Okay. All right. So I think what I would really like to do is, I guess, so only 29 turns to play. Well, 29 turns is a lot. If you've played Civilization games, you know it's a lot. So, you know, you can get a lot done in 29 turns. Stone used to grind grains, nuts, and root stalks. These help raise food yields. So +4 food per number of territories, +2 money. These all cost production. I guess I'm trying to decide where it makes sense. Or the astronomy house. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for money. So let's see. Construction queue and infrastructure, an extension, or even a unit has been selected. They are put into the construction queue here. Each construction takes several turns to be completed and needs industry to be built. So you can see this one's going to take, looks like 2 turns or so. Notice you can also buy out any construction if you don't want to wait. Understood. Okay, and yeah, we can buy it out with money, 36. I think we only got 5 right now. We're generating how much though? No, we've got 50 and we're generating 5. Babylon itself actually generating that. Okay, so let's see. Where do we want to scout? It looks like we've got maybe some stuff nearby. A stone field. Salt deposit. Okay, so it gives us a little bit of industry, some money. This blue border must be kind of our territory. What is this here? Like a crater? It is a crater. Gives us some industry and science. So I don't know if we're actually just getting that stuff or if we technically would have to build something on that. Look at the animal and the birds. Just look at all the stuff moving on the map. It's very lively. It's unique. Okay, I'm gonna move on to this. Obviously, that seems to be the place to go. Bring units to this tile to find a reward. So we'll go explore that. All right, and so they can travel there in 1 turn. Boy, scouts can move fairly far. All right, so let's go right there, I guess. And we got animal remains, which gave us a little bit of science. Okay, looks like discoveries can be made by the first army coming here, so we've got something else there. Also some copper. Gatekeeper to the Bronze Age. Copper finds uses in weaponry, coinage, medicine, and decoration. You're missing a technology to be able to extract this resource. Oh, I'm not researching anything. Well, it's still on the first turn, so it probably wouldn't let us select. Maybe it would. We probably should start researching something. So we've got calendar, domestication, carpentry, and city defense. We can get palisades and warriors from that. We go for carpentry. It takes us down to clear forest. Huh. Oh, interesting. It says medium boon for industry or siege warfare. So kind of a drop to, sieging, maybe being able to dismantle forests nearby enemy cities to build siege equipment. That's so cool. Lumberyard. Once felled from nearby forest, logs of all sizes are chopped and stored at the yard. So that gives us a little bit of industry. We can get archers out of that. Okay, animal barns, horses. Okay, and then going for the calendar. Gives us more food and stuff. I think we're going to pick up the calendar, actually. Then we can check on the progress of it, although I see this actually kind of just lets us know down at the bottom. All right, so gameplay orientation focused on science and research. It can set cities into science mode. All the industry and money are converted into science and lasts for 5 turns. Okay. All right, so are we missing anything else? Doesn't look like it. Oh, cool. With this army action, you can set up an outpost on an unclaimed territory, one without any city or outpost already on it. In the future, this outpost can become a city. What? So we can see. Found a new outpost in any neutral territory, consumes all of the army's movement points. I don't think we have any movement points, but it's going to let me do it. Do I want to put it there? I guess that makes sense. up here on this ridge overlooking the fields in a desert. All right, so we can set it up here or someplace else. Let's just set it up here though. All right, that's cool. Okay, we're gonna end our turn. Okay, looks like there's something moving over there. I think that's it though. So now where to? I think over here. It's a little bit more science. We got an animal layer. This is a layer. Destroy it and you will stop the associated animal from spawning. Destroy a layer. You can ransack it with an army on an adjacent tile. Okay. So it must be like a hostile creature. I don't see him. I don't think I've seen him yet. We've almost got the tanning racks. All right, so we'll let that keep going. Guess we'll end our turn. And 3 turns now till we're done with calendar. So your city is now set up in a territory. The territory's borders are painted in your empire's colors, and any extensions can be built in this territory. Quarters will expand the exploited area of your city and increase its production. Left click on a quarter and place it on the map to begin its construction. Okay. So farmer's quarters or maker's quarters. I think I'm going to go with the maker's quarters. We can get bonuses by placing it in certain locations. Or we can add to locations to increase what they already produce. So this one produces +8. So let's add to that. Okay, that's really cool. And it becomes maybe a little bit more filled in advance. I can see that like these ones produce food. This one produces food and produces industry. So you can obviously do both in a location. All right, let's go for the sanctuary. And we want to ransack it. Left click on the valid ransack target to start ransacking. Okay, so it looks like we're ransacking it now. Resource deposit. This element indicates the location of a resource deposit. Resources can be exploited by a city or an outpost in the same territory, which this one is in the same territory. There are 2 types of resources. Strategic resources with a gray icon are used as prerequisites for some constructibles. Luxury resources with the yellow icon provide economic bonuses for all cities. You can mouse over to learn details about the resource. We did mouse over that and we know it's going to give us a couple of various things. Salt tier, it looks like, I guess that would be economic. Or a luxury resource. Okay, so outpost relocation. This will allow you to place the outpost on a different tile in the same territory. It will take a few turns to complete. Okay, that's kind of cool. Outpost management. So once you've created an outpost, the territory where it is located is considered claimed and belongs to you. No one else can create an outpost there unless an opponent has open borders with you. They can no longer lawfully set foot inside either. If for some reason you are not satisfied with the position of your outpost, you can relocate it somewhere else inside the territory. Well, that's pretty neat. I wonder if that goes away. I would imagine it does once it becomes a city. You can also develop it into a city, enabling resource gathering, infrastructure construction, and military production, but be aware that cities cannot be relocated. Well, boom, there you go. If I just kept reading, that would have been answered for me. In both cases, these operations take several turns to complete. It looks like we need a lot of money for that. I would imagine that outpost relocation would only be beneficial if you realize the location you dropped your outpost wasn't ideal. But I gotta tell you, I think it's an ideal location. We've got 5 production right off the bat here, plus some food in the nearby area. The only place that might be better would be like here, but no, I think this is pretty good because it's defensible too. Artisan's quarter. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and wait till we've got the money for a city, or hopefully till we've got the money. I am actually building, or was building, the tanning, which I think gave me, a little bit of money there. So now we're working on the maker's quarters. Okay, so all that's pretty good. Let's end our turn. Okay, so you have destroyed the layer. However, if the ransack icon to see your spoils. Okay. So we got 22 money from that. That's not bad. So let's go explore, I guess, this direction. Another sanctuary. That was pretty convenient. I guess we'll go ahead and ransack that as well to get a little bit more money. Maybe we can make our city after all. This here, discoveries can be made by an army. It looks like it's some type of camp or something. We'll definitely want to check that out. Guess I'm ending my turn. What do we got? Ransack successful. That's cool. And 2 more turns till research is done. All right. Now we're starting to move through turns a little bit faster. Ooh, I've got some something. Moose? Caribou? I don't know what I'm looking at here. Deer, just deer. Boy, those are some crazy looking deer. So, close combat unit that behaves erratically in battle can be hunted for food by certain units. Okay, so they kind of act, I guess, as independents. That's interesting. I wonder if they're actually... It looks like they're... I'm going to say peaceful. It's going to put me into combat. Okay, so we don't want to do that. Through the army panel, we don't want to do it right now anyways. I do want to explore that in a second though. Through the army panel, you can use all of the army actions that at least one unit is able to do, but you can also manage the units one by one and use their own unit actions. Select a unit in your army by left-clicking on it. Clicking on another unit will add it to the selection. Okay. You could separate this unit from its parent army or change the parent army of a unit using the transfer action. Okay, so I can separate this off and have him go explore by himself. Nice. Okay, that's probably not a bad idea. Then you can merge your armies back together. So we'll have him go ahead. Let's see. The army contains a single unit only, but it's still using one of your empire's generals. So where's the general? Generals. This is the number of your armies led by a general. If you have more armies than generals, your empire will suffer an upkeep penalty, with each army requiring a money cost of upkeep. So I've got one administrator. I guess I have 18 generals, so I don't see why I would have a problem at any point. At least not in the near future. Okay, so sweet. We got something out of that, but I didn't really see what it was fast enough. Does this tell me? No. So that's unfortunate because I didn't really see what it was, and I don't think there's any way to really tell. So that would be one of my suggestions if you miss something like that, to kind of have it off to the sides someplace where you can at least kind of see what it was. I think I got something out of it. Maybe a pop or something. Okay, so that's almost done. Now, we've got the money. We can make this a city. I think we should do it. The only other thing would be artisan quarters. Specialist craftsmen. Harvest nature's most precious materials. Sell the best finds for a handsome price when a market is on hand nearby. Plus 1 money per adjacent market quarter. I'm just going to go for the city creation. Start turning that into a city. Okay, this guy can keep moving. So why don't we start exploring this way? Gotta find some enemy units. So we got calendar. Scientist affinity. You've chosen a scientist culture. You now have access to a special action related to science. Let's select one of your cities and learn how to use it and discover its effects. Okay. Cool. So we get research quarter now for science. From your cities you can create military units. Oh. Yes, I know this. So now we've got the research quarter, which will give us research, but it takes away a lot. So I don't think I want to do that. If I wanted to do anything, I'd maybe want to do that at my new city. So I'm going to hold off on that. Commons quarter. astronomy house. I think I'm going to go for the +5 food per number, +1 farmer slot. Okay, let's go for the millstone after the maker's quarters, which is almost done. This has a couple more turns. Okay, let's start heading for this. See if we can actually see what we get this time. Old Horde. Okay, so I have no idea what that is. How about this way? I must just be acquiring pop or something. Horses. Missing the technology for it. Alright, let's pick another research. Oh, there's domestication right there. Irrigation and writing actually would give us the market quarter. So a lot more money. I think I'm going to go for the lumberyard and the archers. Alright, I think I want to try my hand in some combat. Well, maybe I should wait till I get some more appropriate combat units, though. We could try and fight this one. Let's see what happens. So, because I want to really test the combat here. Confirmation phase, you've engaged an enemy in battle. If this was a mistake, you can cancel the attack. So that's kind of cool, using the retreat button. If you do so, your army will be moved automatically, using its maximum movement points, no matter if they have been spent before, until the end of the turn. So you do face a penalty for misclicking, which is what it is. Until the end of the turn, the retreating army will receive a retreat status, locking several army actions, preventing further retreat. Note that the enemy can also choose to retreat. Okay, so you can also left click on the confirm battle button. I think this is going to be really cool for multiplayer especially. So I want to confirm battle. It says my side is stronger overall. So deployment phase. All right, so this is a lot like Endless Legend. So basically we get to take our unit and now choose where we want to deploy him. Our enemy here, the deer. But if this is a human player in a human army, or even an AI player in an AI army, they would choose where they would want to deploy, and then we would fight. So I'm going to just go ahead and deploy right here. And when you're satisfied with your unit placement, you can click on the end deployment button to start the fight. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We can also, it says you can use the auto battle toggle, which basically just makes it so you don't control what's going on, but I kind of want to control what's going on so I can get a general idea of it. So units are waiting for your orders. So, capture their flag. Okay, so interesting. So this is a little bit different than Endless Legend. So every turn there are 3 battle rounds. Of course, huge battles can last much longer than 3 battle rounds, and so can take place over several turns, which I think is just so cool. As you advance through the eras, the number of battle rounds will generally increase as the number of units engaged in battle rises. The first empire to act in battle is the attacker. They play all their units and then the defender plays. Each unit can only move and attack once per battle round. Okay, so I like that there's incentive to attack. The attacker gets to go first. That makes sense to me. So makes it so that, you know, you kind of can get the jump. So if you want to attack first instead of trying to play defensive, don't forget to move first. Not all units are allowed to move after they attack. So I guess we'll move up here. Okay, there's the deer. So we can attack him right now. Says we're going to do a lot of damage. We're going to take some damage too, but overall looking pretty good for us. So let's go in here. So you can end a round anytime by left clicking on this button. You can also activate or deactivate the auto battle mode by left clicking on toggle. Okay. So we could turn auto battle on and it would just play it out for us instead of us having to do it. So I could see maybe in the future a lot of multiplayer games basically forcing auto toggle to be on, because sometimes those could take forever. The battle has ended. The outcome is already visible, but if you want to learn more details, you can left click on the panel. So we can actually left click that and kind of just get a breakdown of how we did. It's very cool. All right, let's see, we've already moved. We won that battle. We're ready to end our turn. Oh boy. Is that deer like angry? They want to fight us? Let's move away. I'm already seeing an attack thing there. So kind of making me think we might have, yep, another deer. Plus some marble. Let's go ahead and explore that. Some more animal remains, and with it, some more science. Both those units have moved. And we've got a city ready to start constructing a few things. I think food's going to be pretty important. Unadministered. So there is no administrator assigned to your city, meaning production is diminished. If there's an available administrator in your resource banner, left click to assign it. Oh, I don't... Otherwise, unlock more of them through technologies. Okay, so I assigned him. So now I have no more no more administrators, but I'm getting a lot more money and stuff. And this place is starting to produce a few things. I think we're going to want to work on food production. So let's do that first. Take a lot of turns for that. This one's almost done. All right. Oh. The first calendar, the invention of the calendar, heralded a glorious day in the Empire's history. Now with 2 major cities and numerous farming affairs needing to be harmonized across the land, it is time to standardize this calendar. Traders must have an easy means of synchronizing their activities. By what means do you wish to track the days? Solar, lunar. To learn to assure you that this calendar will be better stand the passing of the seasons, the waxing and waning of the moon is something familiar and comforting to the people. Let's do a solar calendar. And we just grabbed up carpentry as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ransack this sanctuary for its precious gold. And we're going to start coming back this way so we can somewhat explore over in this direction.
Follow me.
Kind of see what we've got. And we're gaining population, and we've got more research. Let's go for, masonry. We can get a watchtower. Standing tall over the city, watchtowers not only increase vision, but also allow nearby soldiers to be better coordinated. Okay, that's cool. I already like that. This could be such an awesome multiplayer game when you're playing against other people. I can already tell. All right, I'm going to go for the Palisades and the Warriors. We've got 1 idle city, so we've upgraded a little bit on that. Let's get ourselves some archers now so we can go out and maybe hunt some more deer or something. Can deer attack city? All right, let's move on to this. Perfect. And keep moving down. We got 22 gold from that, or 22 money. To represent the challenges of logistical support for armies, you have a number of generals, so we already know that. We've already seen that. Kind of keeps repeating some of the same stuff to me, but that's okay. I don't want to do combat with the deer, but I do want to head down through this way. Now, is this modeled to be similar to the world of that time period, or what am I looking at? I think I want to explore over here as well. We've got a pretty good amount of gold. We just got some archers built right here, ready to go. So let's go over here and do combat, maybe. Can we do it from here? They can claim, they can found a new outpost as well. All right, let's do a lumberyard. No, I don't want to do that.
Let's go.
All right, we got city defense. I see that like the independence move kind of at the same time you can start doing your turn, so that's pretty neat. We can buy this with money. Why don't we do that since we've got some money? That gives us a farm here, so this will grow a little bit quicker, and then I think we want to actually try to get some money, so we'll build tanning. Let's do combat with our archers and see how they work. We'll go do the combat in a second, though. I want to keep moving my scouts around. I like that I can change some of the... I can change where they're going if I see something, so... I feel like in Civ, once you move, that's kind of it. I don't think you can change, but here I can click to have them move here, and then if they explore a section and something comes up I want to see, I could quickly redirect them instead of having them just continue that move. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and confirm this battle. We're going to deploy up here on the ridge, because we'd be stupid not to, considering we're archers. And wow, there's a lot of them here. Let's start with the one that's the most dangerous, the lead. Okay. So now let's try auto battle and see how we do. Why the farthest? I think I like the auto battle a little bit better than trying to handle it manually. That one can't even attack us, I don't think. Yeah, so the terrain definitely plays an effect. I always thought that was cool with Endless Legend, how you play in the terrain, because you could kind of like choose certain areas that you want to have your battles. So say I'm fighting an enemy nation over here and we're fighting along this area, I might want to try to take the high ground with ranged units and engage them in battle, force them to have to navigate it, versus a game like Civilization where you're just, you know, stacks of army just colliding together and fighting on one, you know, single tile. You might get bonuses and stuff in that game too, depending on the location and such, but I think this is a little bit more hands-on in my opinion. So we can do a fishery now. We can finally go for bronze working. Let's get the writing down though for the market and stuff. All right, so Mercury over here. Definitely want to explore more. Maybe we want to drop down another outpost. Oopsie, boom, re-navigate. We got a ruined shrine, a little bit of research for that. I'm thinking another outpost someplace down here. I just want to go look and see where I would do it. And my archers, where are my archers? Oh, that's them right there. Okay. And they can create an outpost too. So we're going to search that. And then head off this way.
Over this way.
Oh, that was perfect. All right, looking like maybe some cool locations for something. Rocky Fields, Volcano Earth. So we can kind of see if we were to set up down here what we would get. Okay, that gives us some money. Money there too. Some science if we are down by the crater. So I probably want to set something up here or down here. Alright, I think I need to keep exploring down here some more before I make any decisions.
Come over here.
This is looking pretty cool here. I don't know what Mercury gives us. Okay, so we finished some stuff here. Artisan's quarter. So extractor construction, unlike regular quarters, luxury extractors can be placed on their matching resource deposit. Luxury extractors can be placed on all luxury deposits visible in their city's territory. So this would give us additional money. So let's do that. All right. And 36 minutes in, we're about, we got about 15 turns left. So we still got plenty of time to play. Okay, a food market and the House of Scribes, plus just getting the market quarters. Okay, I want to keep exploring this. Oh, a sanctuary. I want to redirect to that. I can't raise it till I'm on it. So what does Mercury give us? It was stability and some science. So if I want to build over here, and I might, that'd probably be the place to build. Actually head for that real quick. And this one we're going to try to make an outpost, so I don't see anywhere around here that's super ideal. Down here would give us lots of food. That gives us food and production, so right there is not a bad spot. There. Okay, so now we can do bronze working. So I'm going to go for that, even though I feel like I'm skipping ahead a little bit. There's some stuff I want to see. Sins of the Father. The birth of writing has permitted word of your great deeds to be recorded and disseminated among your people, but it has also allowed a person's debts to be tallied. In the past, a person's debts died with them. Now they are inherited by their offspring. However, in the new city of Borsippa, the political leadership wishes to strike these debts from the record for anyone who makes the city their home. What do you say? So, assent. The Empire will take on the debt of any citizen who comes and makes Borsippa their home. So we get +2 population, but it's going to cost us 100. If we deny, those owed will be happy to hear their interest-paying monies are still due. Prosperous. So we get +5 money for 10 turns. So that would give us 50. Total. Restrict. In the interest of fairness, only those with small debts will be given the right to settle. So we get 1, but we don't really take any negative from it. Wow. This is cool. It's definitely has me thinking there's no obvious decision that really seems the best. And I kind of wonder if by selecting these decisions, it'll take us down a path for other decisions. I'm going to go with deny and get the prosperous. I want some cash. I'm a terrible person. We'll see if that helps us out. Now we got the market quarter. They hide their rich as well, but it is in these streets that many commerce is made possible. +1 money, +1 money per adjacent farmers' quarters, +1 traders slots on settlement. So basically can do +1 for money, but we lose food. That's +5. So I can basically turn any of these into a money area. I guess I'll do this area. So we can turn this into a little bit of our kind of money-making city. All right, so I want to explore that. And then head over here. I guess go for the sanctuary. And they're going to found that outpost right there. Population gain, okay. I'm out of I'm out of administrators. I have to get them through. Oh no. Well, I'm only building an outpost for now. So to turn it into a city, I'll need more administrators. But I can't do it for now. So House of Scribes, +1 science per researchers. Yeah, probably would be a bad idea to start working on science a bit. But let's get some walls. I want to see if the walls actually appear around the city visually, or if it's just an upgrade. I think it would be very cool if they actually appeared around the city. That's why I want to check that out.
Come over here.
All right, let's start heading this way. If we want to do science anyways, we can do it by building near the Mercury or something. Which we could go put an outpost around there for now. Oh, it actually gives me a lot of money too. Good industry, good food, good money. That's a good spot for an outpost.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The city is no longer growing. Okay, so maybe I've got to build more quarters. +1 worker slot on settlement. So this must be what kind of creates basically housing. I should probably do more farming or something. So I can't build to these outside areas. I do see that. We don't have a whole lot of food in this area, so I'd like to increase food. Even if it takes some of our production down. And there's bronze working. So now you get castle. Garrison for fresh soldiery. A castle also gives strength to those who fight in its shadow and can be placed far from the city walls. Okay. As a land unit spawn is fortified. Then we get the forge and we get spearmen. Alright, so we'll take all of this, and these guys will just keep going. See if we can't find anything. Maybe way up north. And then for research, I guess... Oh, City Watch, Swordsman. I guess we'll go food on coastal water. I don't really have any coastal cities. This one's on a coastal outpost, though. But I want to get more administrators. Let's go for irrigation. A game of prophecy with the Empire thriving, a new game hailing from a foreign land. Beguiles the population everywhere you go. The distinctive game board and pieces catching your eye. Insisting on a public demonstration, you play the game under instruction in your palace court. But the event has a sting in the tail. The game is reckoned to be a form of divination as well as entertainment. Gasps could be heard at the game's prophecy became clear. You are fated to lose everything. What will you do? So silence. If this prophecy spread, the results could be devastating. Every witness should be paid off. Overlook, let the people gossip. The prophecy will soon be proved false. Defiant on Babylon. So I lose some stability. Heed, we must listen to the divination, prepare for the worst. Superstitious, so we lose some science. Lose some stability, or we pay everybody off. I guess we'll pay everybody off. We've gathered all this money. We might as well put it to good use. And put it in the pockets of our people, I guess. Doesn't seem ideal. Oop, let's switch over to here. There we go, and already getting some of that money back.
Understood.
All right, and these guys can reach that. So this city's still working on the market quarter. That's working on the palisades. The pecking of poultry, the art of divination, spreads across the empire. Priests search for messages from the gods and animal entrails and flights of birds. The wheeling of the stars in holy decotions and elsewhere. I'm probably pronouncing some of these wrong. Now, however, the practice has become so commonplace, so bizarre that the whole empire is sliding towards chaotic superstition. Even the eating patterns of chickens are being interpreted by military commanders. What to do? So we embrace it, celebrating on 2 cities. So we get stability. We forbid it. A religious zeal for the one true faith is consuming the city. Citizens and holy ones alike exclaim the truth while hunting down heretics with renewed vigor. So faith, which I don't even know. I don't even know what that, what faith will eventually lead us down. I'm going to go with reason. A little bit of a science boost from that. Then we can kind of advance on the game faster, right? Because we've only got 10 more turn, guys, and then it's all over from here. I'm going to go for, ooh, the aqueduct. The palisades are done. Did I get any walls? Guys, I do have walls. And they actually built in a way that makes sense. The game doesn't just build walls around everything. It actually built walls. Oh my god, I wish I could zoom in closer. Like, so these natural, this natural land barrier provides defense, but the walls actually built across here. So not even just around the main city, but actually incorporating one of the districts from here to here, and then from here over to here, with a gate here where this road ends, and a gate here. Oh my god, and another gate over here. Wow, very, very, bravo to the developers. It's the little things sometimes for me that mean the most. I wonder if the aqueducts will show up. I'm gonna go for masonry though. I don't think we're gonna get the aqueducts. It says 11 turns. We've only got 10. We really gotta up our science if we're gonna do that. I can't even get any other cities going though. There's no place here to really earn science except for here or here. I guess I'm going for here. Alright, let's take on this deer again. We'll deploy up here and go ahead and do the battle. Oh, more deer. Okay. Keep going north, see what we find. I was hoping we'd run into something kind of unique or maybe a little bit of an Easter egg, but I haven't done that yet. I was hoping maybe another civilization or something. It looks like the edge of the map's up here, though. We're running out of space to explore. Well, this side and this side, there's a lot more. But yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to find another empire on the map. I'm sure there isn't. The goal of this particular scenario, I don't think, is to really mess with combat too much. Mainly just with city management and such. But we'll keep exploring anyways, just see, like I said, if there's any Easter eggs or anything Amplitude might have hidden here. I wouldn't put it past them. I might not find it, but maybe other YouTubers will too. Okay. Everything's pretty much where it is. But we got masonry now. We can get the watchtowers. I'd like to build one of those just to see. We're about to get the market quarter. Unit veterancy. Okay, cool. So our units do level up. Ooh, what is that there? A snow biome or something. Oh yeah, you can zoom out too, and just like Endless Legend. Okay, so we've almost explored all the way up here. What is that? Yes, what I was looking for. And copper. A great blue hole. All manner of sea creatures stalk the hole's uncharted depths, from sharks to gobbies to angelfish. So it's coastal water, great blue hole. So it's kind of like natural wonder. So all manner of sea creatures, yeah. So +5 influence per natural wonder, +10 stability, +10 money per natural wonder. Wow. See, that's why I wanted to keep exploring out, because you'd find little things like that that maybe you didn't know were in the game. Now we know. And I'm seeing snow. I don't see anything that's going to really help us get another administrator, unfortunately. Let's grab as much stuff as we can. Looks like that was a freebie. So we'll go for horsemanship. I bet if we built, although we probably won't be able to, if we do build cavalry though, they probably travel pretty far. Oh, some more marble. The maps are pretty good size. You know, or at least this map is. Alright, so I want to see what dropping an outpost looks like by this. Okay, so it's in here. So it just gives us food for the most part. But obviously you also get the bonuses. Okay. So we've got an idle city, we got some other stuff. Oh my god, the walls are expanding. I wonder why. I haven't done anything to make them expand. Maybe the city just naturally progresses and grows over turns. Well, that's even better than I could have imagined. So we got the farmer's quarters, or maybe building the farmer's quarters. Well, we built that down here though. I don't know. That's cool. So now we can do a castle. That can be built outside of the city. And gives our military a bonus. Plus it looks like we get maybe a bonus of where the castle sits on. Is that what it says? Just says gives us fortification. Let's try putting it here and see if we end up getting something out of that. You can attach this outpost to the selected city by left-clicking on this button. The associated territory will come under the direct control of the selected city at a specific cost of money. This could be useful when you don't have any administrators or are running out of space to build extensions. What? Oh my god, that's neat. So, but then now everything's over here. So, it's all operating under the same city, but still a cool feature. Gives you an opportunity to maybe build tall or build wide in a unique way. I don't know yet how it could be utilized, but I can kind of think of how it might be utilized. I think we've almost ran out of spaces to explore up here. But we still have 6 more turns to keep advancing this way. See if we'll find anything. A research quarter, we'll probably not get it in time. We won't. Unless we buy it, which I will. Because I want to see the copper mine. And then we'll go for a standing army. I'm not going to get that in time unless I step on some of these areas here and get some additional science. I want to see if I find any more natural wonders. There's a little bit more science. How about over here?
Right.
Oh, we got warriors out of it. Cool. So you can get other stuff. The warriors must be a little bit rarer. That's my first time running into them. Division by zero. Zero is a concept of incredible power. A philosopher from the intellectual quarter of Borsippa convinced you and the rest of the court in an astounding demonstration where it's utility become clear. Large numbers could now be easily handled and calculations would become much simpler to reckon. Vital aspects in everything from managing vast projects to undertaking simple transactions. It could revolutionize trade, but can the Empire's people understand it? A trial is needed. Who will be the first subjects to prove its value? So scribes, we get some industry. Money lenders, we get some money. Food, okay, I think I'm going to go for money lenders. I've been focusing on money so far. It did say make Babylon prosperous. After all, I find money to be very helpful in making things prosperous. Ooh, look how big that mountain is. What is this? Geysers, okay. That's new. Looks like, oh, another natural wonder. I was hoping we'd find one. Okay, we gotta go actually check it out, though. Okay, 4 more turns. We've got 5. We're so close to getting the next research. Oh, in terms of building, at this point, it doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm gonna get anything. I can finish off strong with something. Let's do the watchtower. I want to see if it actually puts a watchtower up. Oh, this city is well. So we're getting science from this, huh? Well, that's helping for sure. Can I increase it? No, but it looks like I do get science adjacent next to it. That's actually looks really cool, that science area. Alright, I guess millstone just because we'll get it before the game's over. Whew, that's so close. So, this mountain here. A smoldering presence dominating the skyline, inspiring awe and fear in equal measure, so you get, pretty much the same stuff, it looks like. Same stuff as the other natural wonders. So I don't know if natural wonders will eventually have... Oh, no way. I don't know if natural wonders will eventually have other things that you can get out of them. I can't believe I went this long without getting volunteers and now I'm getting a bunch. Oh, really? Okay. Animal barns. Because at this point, it's almost over. We've almost at least made it to the corners of the map, so I'll feel fairly confident in knowing if there is anything else worth seeing. We've probably seen it all. That looks like it might be the edge. I better come down this way. You can see now, yeah, we've seen most of the map. These guys will finish exploring this up here. Stone field, copper, another copper deposit. All right, let's see. That's a cool formation. So what kind of, just 'cause I'm curious for the outpost, what do you get in like a snow area? Doesn't look like anything, so they're not worth settling in, that's for sure. Okay, good to know. Gotta be one more natural wonder, maybe. I know those give you money. All right, guys, last turn. Try to see as much as we can. These guys can't move, huh? Oh, I must have moved all of them already. Do we get one more turn? Nope, that's it. Okay, perfect. So let's see. All right, absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. That I'm really impressed. You know, there wasn't a lot to see, but again, this was the pre-alpha version of Humankind. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I'll continue playing the scenarios as Amplitude releases them for the Open Dev project. So if it's your first time at my channel and it's your first time seeing Humankind, you might want to hit that subscribe button so that way you can keep up when I drop new Humankind videos in the future. It's going to be a game I'm absolutely going to cover tons of when it finally releases sometime in 2021. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think, what your hopes are for the game, what kind of things you might have liked or disliked. I'll be sure to read all of those comments and join you guys in the discussion down below. Thank you all for joining me. Hope that you've enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you next time.